Okay, Guinness have just launched their non-alcoholic Guinness. This was meant to hit the shelves last year in October to December time, but it was pulled back due to some type of contamination, according to Diageo. Um, the Guinness Draught 00, I've only spotted it in the shops today. We have tasted it on draft, but now we're going to do a taste comparison between a standard can of Guinness Draught Stout and the new can of Guinness 00 and see what the difference is. Okay, first of all, let's see the difference nutritionally. If you can make it out here. The standard Guinness is 4.2% alcohol, whereas the Guinness 00 is 0.05%. Cans obviously 500ml pint glasses. Usually people say you should pour these in at 45-degree angle, but I always find when I'm drinking Guinness, I just dunk the can in. It turns out to be the only kind of beer where you can basically turn it upside down in the pint and it'll fill exactly to the brim without overflowing. So we're going to test it now and see does the Guinness Draught do the same. I'm also going to time it just to see does it settle the same or is it longer? Right, so I'm going to crack the two cans, I'm going to pour it in. Obviously the time is going to be a bit different because I'm going to have to press the timer on the watch while I'm doing it. So here it goes. So far it looks like the Guinness 00 is settling an awful lot quicker, as in it's almost settled 36 seconds after pouring it. The alcoholic Guinness looks like what you see in a pub after being pulled on draft. You can still see the head settling, whereas the 00 is basically it, done. It obviously at the moment has a bigger head, but when the alcoholic settles, I'm sure it'll roughly be the same. Now the Guinness 00 actually looks like a standard pint of Guinness. If someone was to tell you that's a pint of Guinness, you'd trust them because it looks the exact same. We're at 111 seconds now. And the standard can of Guinness is still settling. The two of them filled the pint glass bang onto the top. Now I know the alcoholic bit spilled a bit over, but there's actually no widget. But there is. There is a widget inside it. I didn't hear it before I poured it, or while I was pouring it. It looks like we're almost there. To be honest, they look the exact same. We'll do a close up in a second and see if there's a difference. Right, so there's the 2-minute mark and it's just settled. Now, they look identical. The same head. I was intrigued by this coming out because sometimes if you're out for a few drinks, you want to drive, the non-alcoholic beer you get, I find it just tastes like beer flavoured water. There's no body to it, there's no bite. So when I heard Guinness was bringing this out, I was looking forward to it because if it has that bite that Guinness has and that bit of body, I'd be happily drinking it and being able to drive then at home. So the next step is the taste test. Sláinte. It tastes like Guinness. It's not as full bodied. it is that little bit lighter like most non-alcoholic beers are. I need to taste the real one thing now. Yeah, there is a difference. There's definitely a difference, but if I was in a pub that I wouldn't be used to, and someone offered that up to me, I don't know if I'd actually question it. I'd say maybe it's just I'm not used to the pint in that pub, and that's it. It's as close to the real thing as you'll get. It's just lacking a tiny bit of body, but as far as non-alcoholic beers go, I'm highly impressed. I'd easily drink that, and I'm sure when it's on draft, being pulled from a tap in a pub, it'll taste a whole lot better as opposed to just out of can. Barred a little bit of less body in it, I think it's fairly bang on. It's not too bad. I definitely would, if I had a choice of non-alcoholic beer to drink, this is the one I'd be picking. I'm sure they'll probably change over time, but fair play Diageo and fair play Guinness. That's a pretty good non-alcoholic beer, if I do say so. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Fair play to Guinness.